Here in example 6, we take it a step farther, or a step further, I should say, where we are asked to not just factor, but to solve. And this is where we're going to be factoring and then finding solutions thereafter. So we can only solve if we have an equation, something that has an equal sign in it. In all the previous examples, there were no equal signs. We were just given a polynomial and we had to factor it. We're going to take it one more step. So when we look at this polynomial, we've got two terms, the x squared and the 6x, and we want to find the greatest common factor. Well, what they both divide by clearly is x to the first. Remember, we can only bring out the smallest exponent without those common terms. So if we divide each of these by x, then x squared divided by x is x to the 2 minus 1. And 6x divided by x, the x's are just going to cancel, and I'll have 6. So what you notice is you have two things that are being multiplied together here, and the answer we get is 0. Well, the only way you can get a product that's equal to 0 is if one of these two things, or maybe both of these two things, is equal to 0. So our solutions will be take each of those factors and set them equal to 0. So one solution is if x were 0. The second factor was x plus 6. We have to set it equal to 0 and solve for x. Ask yourself, what number can I add to 6 that will give me an answer equal to 0? And that, of course, is negative 6. The other way to think of it, if we want to solve for x, we have to undo the plus 6, so we'll subtract 6 from both sides of our equal sign. And we find that x is equal to negative 6. Now, just to verify, if we go back to the original and plug 0 in for x, we'd have 0 squared plus 6 times 0. And that does, in fact, equal 0. If we take our other solution and plug it in for x, we'll have negative 6 squared plus 6 times negative 6. Well, negative 6 squared is 36, and 6 times negative 6 is negative 36. 36 minus 36 is also 0. So our two solutions are, in fact, 0 and negative 6.